My clients often ask me, what's the difference between a power of attorney and a living will? Well, a power of attorney can come in two forms, one for health care, the other for property. A living will, on the other hand, is a directive to your physician to not take those extra measures that are necessary to prolong your life. Understand that all medical service providers are under an obligation to do whatever it takes to keep you alive. If you have a living will, however, that's a directive to that physician that he does not need to take those extra measures to sustain your life. A power of attorney for health care, on the other hand, is a document whereby you are appointing an agent to make healthcare decisions for you. That agent can evaluate the situation and circumstances and make the decision that you've given them guidance to make. If you don't want your life prolonged, if you want them to consider the burdens and the benefits, the cost. The power of attorney for health care is a much broader document. It's more flexible, and quite frankly, I recommend that over a living will. As long as you've got somebody that you can trust to make those decisions, and that person understands what your wishes are, it would be my suggestion to execute a healthcare power of attorney as opposed to a living will. Now, there's another form of attorney, and that's called a property power of attorney. In that document, you are naming an agent or a successor agent and giving that person the right to make decisions and transactions involving your property. Now, under both powers of attorney, your agent is held to a standard to act in your best interest and not self-deal. And certainly it would be a felony if your agent was mismanaging the money intentionally for the agent's own benefit. But as long as you've picked somebody that you trust, and that person understands what your wishes are, and that is listed in the document, so there should be no question, that person then would act for your best interest. You can have it come into effect under certain circumstances, such as you're unable to physically or mentally manage your own property, or you can have it come into effect as soon as you sign the document. It all depends what your circumstances and intentions are by creating those documents. I suggest you sit down with an attorney to discuss the full contents of both the healthcare and the property power of attorney. And quite frankly, I think those documents are more valuable to you than a will would be, because these documents function while you're alive, as opposed to a will which only takes effect when you pass away.